Welcome to another video.
So hey there guys, and welcome to a video about my Chinese car. Now it has been approximately 6.5 years or so. No, is it? Anyway, about 6 years since I bought this thing. Yes, I bought it in 2010, so it's been 6 years. And I've put on 97,740 kilometers onto this thing, which is fairly impressive for a little car like this. I don't drive it as much as I used to, but it gets driven at least once a week, a couple of hundred kilometers. And well, my report on this car is a little mixed. I'd say, considering what I paid for it brand new, it's actually really good. It cost me 48,000 RMB brand new, and over the years the repair costs have been very, very little. I'd say probably all in all about 10,000 RMB has been spent fixing it. And it's been things like routine maintenance, replacing the things that usually you need to replace on a car. However, I'm going to find a place to pull over and I'm going to show you some of the major things that did go wrong, which are quite worrying and, you know, kind of just reminded me that yes, it is in fact a Chinese car. All right guys, let's get out of the car. I'm going to show you a couple of things under the hood. All right, so just bear with me here. All right, so for those of you who know cars, let's come take a look over here. Probably the biggest and most annoying thing has been the air compressor, which is down there. It's had to be replaced 3 times. Okay, twice under warranty, but one time I had to pay for it. But basically, every other year, that thing's given up the ghost, which is really, really annoying. But something that I really am very concerned about is if you take a look here, this rubber, okay, probably about 4 years into owning the car, this rubber perished and from the vibration actually severed. So it created a big hole and it was sucking all sorts of rubbish into the throttle body here. And I actually had to get all the oxygen sensors and everything replaced and fixed because it messed everything up. But the rubber, it's not something you would expect to perish. I mean, I've owned cars that are 20 years old and this rubber is still intact, but this, after 4 years, just disintegrated, which is really worrying. Other than that, the only other major thing, which I suppose is quite a major thing, is the gear selector cables, which if you come take a look down here, if you look all the way down there, this is the gearbox. You can actually see on top there. The cables which basically help you select your gear, one of them snapped while I was driving on the highway, so I changed gear and I just heard this clunking sound and the gear lever basically just became loose. And I had to, like I did now, stick my hand down in the engine there and actually manually get it into 4th gear by manipulating the arms. And then I had to clutch pull out of there and ride pretty slowly and very dangerously all the way to my destination. Very cheap to fix though. Cost me about 350 RMB to get it installed, a new set, which is nothing. I'll put up the US dollar amount. But that was really dangerous. Other than that, I haven't had any problems with the car. The tires surprisingly lasted very long. In fact, you're not going to believe this, but I've still got the original, 2 of the original tires on here. Let's go take a look. Now, if you come here, obviously I've put new tires on the front. But if you look over here, these you still see plenty of tread. Yes, they are a little bit old and crappy, but those things have got 95,000 kilometers on them and they're still going strong. That's just because the car is so light and small, and obviously the rubber is really bad on the tires. But yeah, all in all, pretty happy with this car. It's done me good for all the years I've had it, and who knows, it may be around for many more. So let's get back in and finish this off, shall we? So my overall impressions, honestly, this car was definitely worth what I paid for it. It did everything it needed to do. It still does. Aircon blows cold, you know, it's good on a rainy day. And I can take long road trips, incredibly fuel economic and all that. There's a lot of good points about this car. But yes, the quality compared to international cars still leaves a lot to be desired. But that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you found it interesting. Until next time, as always, guys, you know the drill. Stay awesome. You know, if you guys are really interested in Chinese cars, C-Milk and I last week went to a whole bunch of Chinese car dealers and took a look and rode through the parking lots. So we've got a whole episode about Chinese cars over on the Churchill channel. Here's a link. Go check it out. I think you'll find it very interesting.